video. So we have the update over here on JP Dokkan. Doesn't seem like it's a massive update, right? A lot of people were sort of wondering and thinking, potentially it looks like we're going to be getting, like new mechanics or something like that for the Worldwide Download Celebration. But it does not really appear like we're getting anything like that, right? So, okay. Let's go and just sort of go over everything. I mean, the number one thing we could look at here is that there are, I guess, daily missions have been changed. The mission thing has been changed, right? Like, there used to be a daily mission for getting something from the Baba shop and you'd get Baba points. That has now been changed. No longer do you have to get something with Baba points at the Baba shop in order to complete one of your missions, right? Here, let's just go into the thing and we'll sort of, like, go over everything one by one, right? Alright, so version 4.19.0. Now, by the way, this artwork, the reason that's there, it is just for the comeback mission thing. I'm glad I did say that in that original video. That's what it could be for. Alright, so the missions tab is sort of like updated and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and jump over here. So here, of course, is the new mission tab. And it sorts all of these missions, by events. There, of course, is the Supreme Kai missions. Here are our dailies right here, right? I believe as far as the daily missions go, I think it's pretty much just beat 3 stages per day, I think is all it is for the daily missions, right? Like, we can just go ahead and grab this stuff right here, bam, and then we get that. So there's all the daily mission stuff. Notice that they now have, like, the Baba points and stuff like that sort of, like, changed into a mission. We'll go look at that in a second. Here's the Korin missions. These are, again, a lot of these are just, like, really, really old missions from way back in the day, right? I got these done in, like, 2017. This one right here, this is just for getting all the stickers in Pettan, which I don't currently have. Here, of course, is just another Pettan mission, and as long as a lot of the, like, really old stuff, right? Oh, looks like they... Okay, so before, right, like, Easy A's and stuff, they had their missions, like, it was all sort of just, like, in the events tab, right? But looks like now, like, a lot of these missions, the King Kai, looks like this is where a lot of these, yeah, because, see, here's, like, the B-Pan one. These are just, like, the Awakening Medal stages. All the Easy A's. Yeah, there's, like, the Legendary Vegeta event and stuff like that. Okay. I do kind of like this. I think this looks good, right? Like, sort of, like, sorting everything a little bit more neat like this. I feel like this is something that would really benefit new players, right? Like, again, this is going to be very good for, like, sort of, like, new players to just be able to sort of, like, navigate all of these, like, menus and stuff like that. Here we have the Supreme Kai missions. They really should add more stuff like this, right? This is how we got LR Vegito Blue, and then we had the Nimbus missions, too. These were so cool, dude. Some of these Nimbus missions you get from, like, time trials from some of the Dokkan events and stuff. And, like, beat a Dokkan event with, like, a full team of, like, something or something like that. Like, they really should do that to, like, Easy A unit or something like that. Like, that could be fun. Something different like that. So I would like to see Dokkan go back to it. I mean, geez, that was in what? That was 2017, the end of 2017 where they had those. And then here, I guess these are just sort of events that are not currently on. This mission just sort of activated for me, so we can go ahead and grab that. I guess 2 free stones out, sure, right? And then we can see that these are sort of just like like events and stuff that just currently aren't on, right? Like, yeah, here's some of the Tournament of Power events. We saw, like, the April Fool's Day Yamcha. So I guess it's like, if you do stuff with keys and stuff like that, you could still sort of easily collect your rewards and stuff. So that does make sense, right? Like, they have it all, like, neatly sorted like this. I do like this change. I think the change for the missions is fine, honestly. I don't really think it's much... Oh, wait, did I click the mission thing again? God damn it. Okay, I want to go back to the news. The news. My bad. All right, so let's keep going through the rest of it. Alright, so again, the daily missions have been changed, right? So now all you have to do is, use 50 stamina and then beat 3 stages. So you don't have to do, like, a friend summon. You don't have to, like, train a character. Like, all these, like, missions that are pointless. Because, like, I don't know, take me, for example, right? I don't ever need to do friend summons. I don't really need to train characters unless new characters come out, right? So it's... those missions are just, like, pointless. Now... They just sort of like collected a bunch of the rewards and then just put it into like doing a stage daily. I think that is a good idea, right? I think that does work fine. Okay. So now when you rank up, your stamina will overflow, right? So you guys know how previously, right, you know, maybe be grinding links or something like that, and it's like you would want to stop because you don't want to use a stone, right? And then you're going to do one run of the mission and your stamina is going to reset to full. So like you sort of have to then just wait, right? Unless you want to waste a bunch of stamina. Well, now it overflows when you rank up. This is a really good change. I mean, obviously, for someone like me or Goresh or something like that who's ranked 999, it doesn't really do anything, but this is a good change, again, for new players. A lot of this stuff does seem to be around, like, making the game a little bit more accessible to new players, it does seem like. Alright, so here's a new change. Looks like the revival icon, looks like they're going to put it on some of the characters just to make it, like, more clear that characters can revive. I think that's fine. Right, again, I feel like that's something that's going to help newer players, right? By the way, them doing this really does make me think that one of the 350 million download celebration units are going to have a revive. Like, what's funny about, like, UI Goku and LR Roshi and Evolution Blue Vegeta, when people compare them to other units, I feel like a lot of times people are forgetting about their revives, right? Like, you know, it's easy to be like, oh, STR Vegito does all these counters, and he's got the heal and the scouter effect and stuff like that. But, like, remember, you know, Vegeta, UI Goku, they've got these revives in their back pocket, which does matter. The revive is good, right? So now, making it a little bit more obvious to, again, like, newer players and maybe players who don't really pay attention too much, right? That, like, the little symbols there so you can go ahead and revive. Here, of course, is the new comeback missions and stuff. Meet, support film, keys. There's some tickets. Like, there's some good stuff. A lot of stones right there. It is a fair high amount of stones. So these comeback missions are definitely going to be good. And I believe these are more, this is comeback mission stuff right here. This little thing right there. That's why, like, if you go ahead and look, like, it's not there for me, right? Like, because obviously, like, we're not doing, like, the comeback mission or anything like that. I think that pretty much covers everything in game. Oh, there is the Pettan Battle. There's one little change here at Pettan as well. We now can see characters' stats, right? So if, like, we go ahead and jump in here, you could see, like, the Cell Junior's health has got a number, and then our characters with sort of, like, their attack values and stuff like that. Like, you know, like, we could sort of see it right here, right? Like, all these characters with their attack values and numbers, whatever. We'll just send them in to get that done. So there we go. There's all that. There is a little bit of other details I do want to quickly go over. Just some sort of, like, loose odds and ends in the data and stuff like that. So there's going to be these new equips. This is for both global and JP. This is going to be for the, like, going to Planet Namek stage. Like, that's going to be, like, I think, like, a daily sort of event thing. That's going to be up starting on the 19th when the countdown actually begins. These tickets... Keep in mind that the tickets, right, is still the same thing. Remember the Memorial Dragonstone last year? You could trade into either tickets or characters. I do expect that that's still going to be the same. We should get news. They haven't talked in the news or anything about the, like, the cutoff for when, you know, they stop counting stones and stuff like that. There is missions. This is for both Global and JP. Just doing a stage every day is going to get you a ticket. For the 350 million download banner, which is going to be good. And then we have a bunch of just, like, assorted assets. I don't know that anything is really too different. Okay, this right here, I'm going to show this in-game in a second. I noticed that this, like, new sort of, like, the boost thing looks a little bit different. I'll show this in-game in a second. Now, in this video, too, it also does show 5 times rank EXP. Hydros did say that this has already been in the game. It's not new, right? So, you know, there is that. Some sprites, the revive icon's been updated. There's those new equips, the tickets, the countdown login screens, and then just a bunch of, again, like, sort of, like, assorted assets for, like, comeback campaign, and stuff like that, right? Yeah, nothing really too different or new. Here's some story assets. It's not surprising, right? Because, again, it's, like, sort of like the journey to Namek or whatever. So, like, I'm sure, like, the first story event stage right, will sort of be the aftermath of their battle, right? That's one reason why, if we go ahead and take a look, our boy Piccolo is, one of the countdown, like, login screens, like his death and stuff like that. All right, so if we head back in, I did just quickly want to show this. I mean, it's not too much of a change, but we could see that the little boost thing looks like when you have it available, it does glow now. See that little glow right there? Again, not the biggest change ever, but, it is something. But, I mean, that's basically it. So, let me know what you guys think. Really not the biggest update ever. Global definitely has the bigger end of things since you guys now have access to the same name update, right? So, let me know what you guys think about the global NJP update. We do have the official countdown beginning in 2 days. 2 days from now, we are going to see the actual countdown begin. Thanks, guys, for watching. And I'll catch you guys next time.